Welcome back to another episode of the Bro Monroe Show, hosted by El Paso's funniest bros. Please enjoy and don't be a weenie.
All right, welcome to another edition of the Bro Monroe Show. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy John Gotti Maserati, Miles P, Milo the Madman, Eduardo Ramsey.
Yes, sir.
And that's all I give a fuck about. Fuck it.
All of a sudden, Milo the Madman.
Go right ahead, baby.
Yes, sir. My name is Ray Zombie, a.k.a. Thotty Pippin, a.k.a. Thick Flair, a.k.a. your mom's favorite homie, a.k.a. the Tejano Tailgate. Got too many and shit. Say what's up.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. It's Downtown Drew, 2-Key Drewski, and if it ain't two, it ain't Drew.
Yes, sir.
There you go, baby. Today we got a very, 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 very special guest for you all today. We got my man Willie Barcena in the house, you know what I'm saying?
What's up? What's up, fellas?
Introduce yourself,
Yes, sir.
Why'd you guys turn into rappers once we started?
Always.
It's a Paso thing, bro.
We're rappers, bro.
Everything turns out like, yo, what's up? Mike D on the wheels of steel. So what the fuck just happened, bro?
Yo, what's up, man? What's up, man?
I wasn't ready for it.
That's how it is.
It turns to three black guys when you started. We're like three Chicanos and all of a sudden like, yo. What the fuck? No mama's way.
You're the first one to call us out on that shit, right?
True.
Hell yeah.
Well, in our defense, Milo is from the Northeast, so
Yeah, it's true.
That's a good side of town, bro.
he's got that.
He's influenced.
We're gonna hip hop it.
Yeah, so talk to us about yourself. Introduce yourself real quick to the people that might not know you. I mean, everybody should know you by now.
No, bro. Hey, bro. You know, listen, I'm a comedian. I've been on the road for 30 years, probably longer than you guys been alive. And yeah, I love comedy. I'm one of those cats that really, really enjoys the stage. I've been around with cats that say things like, oh yeah, man, I love going to the city and you do a theater and you just leave. And like, for instance, this is a perfect example. You know, I could come here and do a theater.
Yes, sir.
But I love the interaction with people. It's more, when you're in a club, it's more of a real human connection. When you're in a theater, it's like you're an act and then there's the audience and there's something that's missing, man. There's almost like something in front of you when you're in the theater versus a comedy club. Everything's more organic, and then, you know, I don't know. So going to what you said about who I am, I'm a road comedian for life. You know what I mean?
Yes,
That kind of thing, bro. So yeah, and I'm a dad. I have three boys. Even my ex-wife, we're still best friends. I'm a friend. Who am I, man? I'm a guy who's always searching for knowledge and trying to be a better, more peaceful thinker, man. And those people, that's who I am, man. And people that don't try to evolve or try to get better every year, I kind of don't click with those people, you know. So that's who I am, man. You know, I have friends that from high school and they still talk about the same topics that we did in high school. I'm like, really, motherfucker, all these years, there wasn't some progress. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to sum up. You asked me something. I didn't try to get deep or anything, but yeah.
Hey, it's all good, man. That's a good intro. That's
like
one of the best intros.
You, like, man, who are you, bro?
Man, I got too many.
No.
I'm an educator. I'm a leader, I guess you could say, because I led different, coaching teams.
Okay,
I was a leader. I'm an artist. Yeah, I've done different things.
I coached. Matter of fact, one of my boys is right here, bro. He played college.
Yeah.
A lot of the kids that I coached played college ball.
Oh,
bro.
no way.
A lot of them. I didn't, and they're all neighborhood kids, bro. And those kids were not supposed to play college. They were not, and they were because they were told, because we weren't from the rich area, and I was always like against coaches who would say, "Oh, we're not like them," or "We don't have this." I'm like, "Fuck that." I would bring resources in. I'm sure you did the same thing. I would always bring people because of what I did for a living. I was able to bring pro players, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to my kids, you know what I mean? And have them have a different mindset. So yeah, coaching, I should have said that's probably one of my main loves.
So when you say coaching, you coached in the area where you grew up? You gave back to the community that you grew up in?
It's funny you say it. I don't see it as giving back because I feel like they gave me more than I gave them. And you as a coach, you know that, bro. Because when you share knowledge with these young humans, but you learn more from them because you actually see yourself You know, when in them, you know, them like the mistakes they make, the way they're hungry for guidance, and you kind of see yourself, and you're like, fuck, I'm that guy. I'm still that guy, and I guess that's why I always say I just always want to evolve. You know.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
I'm sure, I'm sure, bro, you as a coach, you know, you. I mean, I don't know if you guys coached before, but you know, it's just, there's just, man, something that money cannot buy, man. When you see a kid, for instance, I have one of the kids right here, man, young man. He played college ball, played some independent pro ball in Mexico, and he went and he flourished, and you know, they go as far as they can go. My oldest boy, who played with you, is leaving next week to play pro ball in Czech Republic.
Oh, no way. That's sick.
And I tell him, hey, mijo, I live my life, man. Just keep going. At the end of the day, you can get a job and use your degree and do all that, you know, supposedly adult shit, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Whenever you can't do it anymore. So I think, yeah, I could get deeper about that. But Willie,
that's cool. That's dope.
That's
Yeah.
good. I mean,
That's
shit,
awesome,
to even play overseas. I mean, that's quite an accomplishment in itself. Like these kids shouldn't be discouraged to take their talents to that level. I mean,
Exactly.
shit.
No, honestly, I can't. I gotta tell you, man. There's a lot of people that gave me that mentality. You know, coaching. One of the things that stood out big was this friend I played Little League with. His name's Sammy Martin. Sammy used to be a cop at Rampart, LAPD, and we played Little League together. And his son, Remy Martin, 3 years ago was the point guard for the Jayhawks.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
Kansas.
when they won the whole thing for Kansas when they won.
Okay.
And Remy was the point guard. And Remy was going to play for us, Angel, and he actually came to see one of our practices. And then Sammy, like right away, his dad, who we played Little League together, his son was in between baseball and basketball, right? And then Sammy asked me, he goes, well, who do you play against? I said, I play against kids from Echo Park, you know, Northeast LA kids. And he's like, how come, do you play against Chatsworth? Which is like, that's like where a lot of kids get drafted.
Money, right?
Yeah, they had a lot of money, a lot of rich kids. He goes, do you play against Orange County? I go, no. And he goes, well, bro, you're not really serious about this. And then he took off. He just left. He grabbed his kid and took off. Basically told me, you ain't shit. And it left me thinking like, that's true. The fuck? If we were to play against Chatsworth, they would murder us. If we would play, and that lit a fire under my ass. And so that was someone that put that thought, like, fuck that. You know what I mean? Think big fucking level. And then I had these kids, and we competed against Chatsworth, and we beat them. But you know, 3-4 years later.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that's
what it's all about.
It's always like, as people, bro. You know, people always say I. It's always people. It's always people around you. Like anything in any of our lives, bro, that we've done that we feel good about. As much as we want to say if you really dissect it, there's people that helped you create that goodness in you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
It stems anywhere from your parents, your foundation at home, your aunts, any family members, teachers when you were young, those that really inspired you to be great. Like, you're right. Coaches. I played ball my whole life, so like I had really good coaches growing up. They were positive role models.
You're
for
absolutely right, bro. And then the negative ones help too. You know, a lot of times the ones that put you down and tell you things like you can't do it, that could be used, you know, like fuel.
As fuel, yeah, for sure.
Anybody that tells you you can't, you know, sometimes I've said it on stage at the end of the night. You know, depends how much I've been drinking, you know, and I'll get a little, you know, I'll get in my feelings a little bit. And because I love what I do, man. I get to make people laugh. I drink. I mean, I'm not advocating drinking by, you know, I know there's AA people, man. I'm glad you guys aren't doing it. It's not a good thing. But you know, I will tell them, because a lot of humans, man, they live this existence and they don't think about how sad this is. And I think the number, I don't think I've ever seen an actual statistic, but I bet you, man, if somebody really did a survey of what human being actually did what they wanted to do in life, the number would be very small, you know? And I think at the end of the day, when you die and you lived an existence that wasn't yours, it's almost like you felt like in your deathbed, you must feel like, man, I fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, man.
That's actually a good thought. I mean, I've never really thought about it that way, but yeah, I mean, like they say, always, on your deathbed, you don't have any regrets type thing.
No regrets.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
No regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
I was just shifting the conversation a little bit. I was talking to DJ. All right, and DJ. I was telling him that every time we have guests,
Lips, aka Lips, bro.
White Lips.
You know that he's known as Lips because he has big old fucking lips.
He opened up for him last year.
Yeah, I saw.
He's like he's got the lips of a 6'4" guy, but he's only like 5'2". So
oh, nice.
Imagine, like everything's proportioned in his body. You know, he's 5'2", but his lips are 6'4",
yeah.
bro. But that's anyway. If
salchichas.
No, if he was here. And you wouldn't even ask why lips, you know?
Yeah,
you
for
were
sure.
like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So anyways, what were you going to say, bro?
No. So we always tell the guests to bring, wild story, party story, drunk story, anything that you were part of that you just want to share.
Bro,
it could be anything.
Listen, I got so many fucking crazy stories as a young comic. I literally, bro. Okay, I'll tell you. I'm going to tell you two. I'll tell you one as a young comic.
There we go.
We were celebrating a buddy's birthday in Hollywood at the Laugh Factory, and I'm in my 50s now, bro, but I was in my 20s then. I was in my mid 20s, maybe late 20s, and I wasn't one of those guys that can handle hecklers. You know, there's guys that are very witty and quick, and they come back smooth with someone. I've gotten better at it now. So many heckles. When I was younger, I would just get mad. You know, these guys were heckling me. And remember we were celebrating, it was my friend's birthday, Mel Garcia, who's best friends with Paul Rodriguez. So
nice.
Paul was there too, right?
Oh, yeah.
So these guys, I'm drinking beer and these guys are heckling me. And I said, you guys got to just shut up, That's all I had. Just shut up, right? I had these fucking quick comebacks. And they were like, yeah. And I said, shut up, right? And I said, if you don't shut up, I'm going to pick this mic stand, I'm going to fucking hit you, right? And I showed the bottom of the mic stand is fucking heavy. Yeah, it's fucking, So they kept going, bro. And I jumped off stage with the mic stand and I chased them down the Sunset Strip.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they were running and I was running. I was going to clobber these fuckers, bro. And the manager, Mel Garcia knows the story real well because he's told it to me when he comes over and, get high and shit. He's like, dude, I couldn't believe that because the manager was a little Filipino lady and she's like hanging on to me and she's like floating and I'm fucking running.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, that's
his coattail. That's big shit.
That's a good one. Hell yeah.
Did you catch up to him and shit?
Did
you
catch up to him?
Nah, bro. I was glad I didn't. Fuck, I could have been fucking charged for assault and gone to jail and shit. I'm glad they were fast.
Probably ran track and field and shit.
Black.
Anyway, I wasn't, and my temper, like, as I got in my mid 20s, my temper evolved, not in a good way.
Oh shit!
Because I was very calm when I was little, but I was raised with this abusive fucking chicken shit mom that would always beat me, and then I had an uncle that always smacked me around. So it's like a dog, when you get a dog, you smack around. After a while, like that dog's just always fucking on,
Yeah.
And that's what happened to me. After a while, I was always like super like fuck. Well, how'd you mean that? How'd you say that? And that comes from, and then you start soul searching. Wait a minute, I don't like this negativity. Why? I think Mark, my buddy's back there. Mark, I just want a yes or no. When you first saw me on stage, I was a little angrier, huh, bro? Much angrier, right?
Much angrier.
I was.
Not a little.
When you first saw me here, this is my buddies here from El Paso, Mark. And I used to be very aggressive, man. And people would tell me, like, why are you mad? And I go, what the fuck are you talking about? Because people would laugh, And so I'm like, what are you talking about? Everybody's laughing. And then they would go, no, but you're up there and you're funny, but you're angry. And then you start, like, checking yourself and, like, re-examining yourself and taking real inventory, right, without fucking lying. Like, if we all took real inventory, you don't like what you see sometimes, right? Because you just want to hide. I don't want to see the truth. But as you do, you evolve and you're like, you start fucking peeling the onion and like, oh, I'm a piece of shit. Fuck, I gotta get better. What the fuck is wrong with me? God damn, I got issues. I gotta let go of my mom's shit. Oh, my uncle's
Hell
dead.
yeah.
Oh, fuck that teacher. I shouldn't have listened to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you use that? Did you use that anger?
Yeah, I used it. I used it the wrong way, I guess, when I first started. And then as I matured, you know, I don't think none of us ever truly mature. I think if we're real with ourselves till the day we die, we're always trying to grow. But yeah, I used it, bro, kind of in a negative way for fuel and comedy. And then as I started like wanting not to be so angry, I used it in a more humorous way.
Nice.
So yeah, I guess it was kind of a wave shift.
Nice. Hell yeah. That's
a
good.
lot of people lack the ability to do that, man. That's awesome that you're able to do that. And like to be able to use that negativity and turn it into something positive, man.
No, for sure, man. I think we all have it. I think, you know, the people that can't use that negativity to positive, we call them salados. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We call them amargados.
Yeah,
Right?
amargados, yeah,
And
that's
then
the one.
you know, so if you don't change that, man, and I see it in people's faces, and we all have relatives, bro, where their face looks all fucked up. Right? They look like
Shit face.
Así se quedaron.
With the shit face.
My mom was like that. My mom was always very bitter, man, very angry. And she had this fucking face. I remember asking her, like smile. And she literally looked at me. This is what my mom told me. And she was already older now, right? And I was in my early 40s, late 30s. And I said, Mom, like, I was finally like, why don't you smile? You know? And then she goes, ¿Pa qué? Oh, pa que me vea toda retrasada. You know? Like, to her, smiling was like, well, I'm going to look retarded. You know? I was like, all right, fuck it. Fuck what I said. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
But smile, people.
Yeah,
you know, it's
definitely.
healthier for the cells in your body and your bones and everything else.
For the
Like
soul.
everybody, honestly, I was talking to John back there because I went to the doctor. I hadn't gone to the doctors in 25 years to get a checkup.
Oh shit!
So I went and got
typical Mexican.
yeah. You know why men do not go, and that's not just Mexicans. I believe it's men in general do not go to the doctors because we don't want to hear the doctor say, "Oh, you got a year to live."
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
true.
We think we never go.
It's never gonna
happen. You know what I mean?
I feel like sometimes, like, mental wise, if we don't feel sick or we
Yeah,
don't
I
feel
do.
anything, but I feel the fear is being told something and then
And
you're
then
just
your body
fucking
reacts.
Yeah.
your body does react and deteriorates. You slowly kill yourself.
No,
and shit.
I think if somebody says something to you, that's what witchcraft's about. Witchcraft, when they done the science of witchcraft, like brujeria and all that shit, it's like someone says, okay, you found out that person put brujeria on you, right? Let's say fucking Tia Lupe, right? And Tia Lupe says your back's gonna hurt, and you're like, hey, Tia Lupe, put back. So now in your head you're like, oh shit, she got me.
Yeah.
Like my back starts
Any
hurting.
little thing, you're like, holy
No,
shit, that was
so your
it.
back,
Tia Lupe.
so your the cells in your body, they follow your lead, man. They literally these studies have been done, bro. By Harvard. Harvard did crazy studies on this. You know, Stanford was another school that did crazy studies about cells. So yeah, man, that's all it is. It's going back to what you said. If you fucking tell yourself, I went to a doctor to say, like, I'm always, you know, I always think like, just fucking, you know, I literally tell my body we're fucking badass. You know, we're good. And so I went to the doctors and I did blood tests and they took like fucking 20 tests, bro. And so I told John, a buddy of mine back there, I told John, came back that nothing wrong with me. They just said, it's a little, you know, watch your cholesterol. And then this fucker goes, damn, bro, that's all? Like
he's expecting more and shit.
I thought he was like he's mad because he doesn't drink like I do, and he eats healthier, and he's like, fuck, it's bullshit, you know?
I know. I have a friend of mine too. Like he's a little bigger than I am, you know. So and he came back fine. I went. I had a high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and I was like,
yeah, he's gonna.
And I asked him, and he's like,
nah,
I'm good. I'm like,
he's gonna fucking bury you, bro. He's gonna look at your casket
shit,
like you should have had a donut, fucking.
I put my business out there, bro.
I should have put cheese. I should have put more cheese on my shit.
No shit. Hey, Willie, so I had a question for you. How old were you when you started working with John Witherspoon that one time with the Wayans Brothers?
Oh, bro. The
Dude,
way I
'cause
was in my 20s, bro.
I love that
Brothers.
show, man. And you were Cadet Lopez, or what were you?
No, I was like
Sergeant Lopez or something.
Yeah.
Dude, I never realized that it was you until recently. I was like, holy shit, it was Willie this whole time. Like, and I love the Wayans Brothers. Oh my bad. I used to always watch that like every day. So Wayans Brothers and shit. So John Witherspoon's a legend, you know?
Oh no, he's a good. He's real fucking old school, bro. I'll tell you something. For those of you who do not know who John Witherspoon is, he really didn't get his shot till he was way older, bro. Mm-hmm. But he was a true road comic. I think you knew him, right, Marky Mark? What, bro? Yeah, he's a good dude, man. He was down. He's a soulful, real fucking guy. And I remember, I remember it was a buddy of mine. Somebody asked him, hey, because you would see all these guys you see at the Laugh Factory.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't care, man, how big, how small, whatever. You see everybody at the Laugh. And this guy went up to Witherspoon and goes, hi, Mr. Witherspoon, sir. Can you give me some advice? And he says, fuck no. I ain't no advice. Fucking, you just get on stage and you're going to bomb and then you're going to get better. That's it. And he goes, fucking no one gave me help, and then walked away. And then at first, when the guy told me the story, I was like, what a dick, this is years ago.
Yeah.
I always thought like, what a dick, that's fucked up. But then you get older and wiser, like, oh, I get it. I mean, all he was saying was go up there and fail. And if you fail, try it again. That's really what he was saying. Yeah, learn. He was saying, Spoonie, Witherspoon was street, right, bro? Marky Mark? He was very street, bro. Some of these guys
he's not trying to sugarcoat it for anyone,
No, some of these guys, bro, these guys you see, comedians, actors, they're not Harvard grads. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's
sure.
street guys who said, I like an art and I'm going to chase it. And so people look up to him sometimes when they see them and they make mistakes or they're flawed or, man, the way he said it. Well, they're not cultured guys. I'm not a cultured guy. You know what I mean? I'm fucking, I'm a guy from the streets, bro. I never joined a gang because too much of a pussy, but I'm a street guy. You know what I mean? I can tell you, I was always there. I was there a few times when people got jumped. I was there when fucking at a party and the bullets goes off and I hear my mom. Fucking that kind of shit. But and I threw chingazos.
Hell yeah.
I was a street guy.
I'm a street guy. Hell yeah.
But I'm not tough. I'll tell you what, I'll tell you a story, bro. When I was in high school, and there was this guy. I'm not gonna tell you his affiliation. I never tell affiliations, bro. And there's a simple reason for this, because I still live in LA.
No, it's all good, all good. Gotta keep yourself safe, bro.
You know who the fuck you gonna run into? And people get crazy. I was just in.
They hear word of mouth.
Check this out, bro. I did a show in Riverside. Last week, right, John? And I was talking about growing up in East LA. This spot, East LA, and then Bow Heights. That's it, bro. They're areas. They're not gangs. Mm-hmm. They're just areas. Yeah. And then after the show, I didn't even know because I'm already buzzed. I have the tequila bottles in me. I'm taking pictures with people. And I had these two big-ass cholos, right, John? Yeah. And then one left, one on the right. And I was like, hey, we're taking pictures? And they go, no one's taking a picture. That's it. Right? I was like, what? I was just looking. I was like, oh, where's the camera? Right? There's no camera. That's it. Right? And he goes, and then they mention their name, right? Fucking blah, 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 right? And they mention their name. And I was like, what? I still didn't get it. And then somebody caught on. I didn't catch on. Who caught on, John? You did? Somebody said, Angel, I think you said, like, hey, Willie, come over here. These guys want to kill you.
Oh, shit.
And I didn't even mention, so that's why I don't mention affiliations. I have respect, bro, for all those dudes, man. So in high school, I was disco dude, bro. I love disco, bro. I was motherfucker Stevie B, motherfucker. I'm there.
Hell yeah.
So I used to walk in school, fucking all discoed out, bro. And then this cholo every day. I'm talking for a fucking semester, bro. I had because the classes were in rows. Remember that shit? Yeah. So I'm walking in, fucking, I had my fucking hairspray
and shit.
My fucking, I look all fucking discoed out. And this fucking cholo, right? He's like, fucking puto. Every day, fucking puto. He goes, and I would ignore him, bro, because I knew he's not by himself, bro. You know what I mean?
They roll.
There's a lot of guys that come with this guy. They fucking puto, chavala. I said, I remember bro, you think about this for a whole fucking year. I had to hear fucking Faggy, fucking puto. Look at him just like a fucking vieja. And then one day I just stopped in front of him, bro. I just looked at him. He was sitting down, which that was a pretty good move on my end because I had the upper hand. Then, so I just looked at him and I just said, bro, why you always fucking with me? Because you're a puto. I fucking just lost it, bro. Fucking fucking went Ralphie on his ass, right? Fucking just fucking left, right combos, bro. The fuckers didn't stop, bro. The back of my shirt looked like that, bro. It was just fucking and then he didn't get up, bro. He was in that chair. He was too fucking fucked up. And then the teacher took his side. You know, the teacher was like, get out of here. Like, you're acting like a fucking animal, right? And in my head, I was like, bitch, you already fucking called me all year, you fucking whore. Where the fuck were you backing me up?
Was this the last day of school? You're like, fuck it. This is the day I'm gonna get him.
No, it wasn't the last day, bro. Somewhere in the middle. So then she goes, go to the dean's office or vice president. I remember it was Mr. Turner, bro. I can never forget his name. Big white guy, used to wear cowboy boots. Big menacing white guy, bro. And they sent me to Mr. Turner's, and he said, you might get expelled, and you might get in this and that. And I was very savvy, man. I was very savvy with my mouth, and I said, Mr. Turner, can we talk real here? He goes, go ahead. I go, look, I'm not a gangbanger. You know that guy's a gangbanger. Who's the victim here? Right? So I fucking told him all this stuff, and he's looking at me like, all right. Look, I got to suspend you, though. I go, I get it. So he suspends me, right? So I got to go get stuff from my locker. Bro, you know how high school is, right? Everybody, So I go to my locker, bro, and by the time I get to my locker, bro, about fucking 20 people always whispered in my ear, they're gonna fuck you up, man.
Damn.
Right? And fucking,
shit had already spread throughout the whole school.
Right? So I'm walking, I'm fucking almost pissing on myself, and I'm fucking opening up my locker. I open up my locker, like, another friend comes over, Willie, they're gonna fuck you up, dude. They're looking for you. I was like, I'm gonna fuck.
I'm good.
I couldn't fucking move the buttons, right? Fucking, whatever, fucking take it outside, right? So I fucking get my shit and run out the back, right? Because I got scared. So I went out the back of the school. And then I remember, bro, I didn't go to school. I got suspended one day, but I didn't show up for 3 days.
Oh, shit.
I knew they were going to fuck me up. And I had to figure out a plan, right? Remember, I was only like 16, 17. And I said, right, what do I do? Come on, man. I can't fucking do this forever. So I went to school. I knew that dude's the leader. You know how like certain gangs, they all have their sections?
Yeah.
I remember in high school?
Yeah.
That's their area. It sounds like prison yards, right?
Yeah.
That's their area. So I knew where their area was, bro. And I know that the main guy always got there early, bro, because he had to show everybody else the rules, you know what I mean? So I go, fuck that shit. And I was always late to school, bro, but this day, fuck that. I got there at 6 a.m. And that Cholo used to get there like 6:15, 6:20, bro, just to show like this is how fucking don't be late. And he was always pressed up, everything, bro. Penalty on there. And I remember walking up to him, bro. I walked up to him and said, excuse me, I said, hey, bro, listen, I'm the one that fought with one of your guys. I said, I'm not affiliated. I said, bro, I know who you are, I respect you. But, bro, every day, call me a faggot. Every day, call me a punk. Every day, bro. And it had no disrespect with you. I said, I know who you are. I respect you. I said, if you want me to fight him again, I'll fight him again. But it was no disrespect, and I just came to tell you that. And then I walked away. It never bothered me, bro.
No shit. Damn, that's some respect shit. That's cool.
Dude. But, hey, bro, think about how fucking wise I had to be for 16, 17, I look back as, I was pretty impressed. Even though I was an older guy, I'm like, pretty good,
Yeah. So
I told my sons that story. I told my older boys, all my boys, I said, look, don't fuck with nobody. They got their affiliation world, but at the same time, you can't get bitch slapped. You gotta hit back, man. Or else
stand up for yourself.
Hasta agarran de carrito, you know what I mean? And then you're that guy getting fucking smacked. So I don't know. Even if you lose, right? You gotta fucking at least bite.
Do something. Yeah, do something.
Yeah, pull hair and scratch. Whatever.
Algo, hagan algo. Hell yeah, dude. That's
Anyways,
crazy
man.
shit.
Well, I feel like nowadays, at least here in our city, we've been seeing a lot more shootings.
Yeah.
Like people don't throw hands anymore. I don't know. They resort
Yeah,
to shooting now.
That's crazy, bro.
And this is like every weekend during high school, you hear about a high school party gone wrong. Like someone started shooting at someone. Like, and this is high school. Like, what the fuck? Who's bringing guns to parties now?
Yeah, it's so crazy and
that
different
was
from back in the
LA
days.
And when I was a youngster in the 80s and 90s.
Really?
But what's so beautiful about the gang world, and I know it sounds like a, you know, like how do you say it's the gang world, that they, and I'm talking, I don't know how many gangs, I couldn't tell you the number of gangs. They said no more drive-bys.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so the cops didn't stop it, bro.
Because they were harming bystanders or innocent
bystanders, and then they were bringing heat.
Damn.
So if it wasn't for all the gangs getting together and saying, hey, all right, that shit's got to stop.
Let's cool it down.
They cooled it down. And yeah, and it's in the 80s and 90s where that they did that. And no disrespect to the cops, no disrespect to the politicians, but it was the gangs who actually did that. That's right. And it actually fucking went down like by fucking 90%.
Wow.
Back in those days. But anyways, man, I don't know why we get into this world. Fuck, I'm not a fucking tough guy or anything.
I'm not a tough guy.
Well, that was a good story.
Yeah, man, fucking. Well, I mean, LA was way different than El Paso is right now. You know what I mean?
So crazy.
Oh, definitely.
I used to go to house parties, bro. I was a fucking dance. I used to dance like expose and shit. Dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Some Freestyle Friday and
me,
shit.
Bro. Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, I grew up on that Stevie B, all that, the Susie.
Yeah, I had a fucking disco bug, bro.
Hell yeah.
Believe it or not, I had a pink bug, bro. I don't know, it sounds fucking, but chicks love fucking pink bugs, bro. That's why I got it. It was bubblegum pink with fucking green interior.
Tight.
Fucking, ciao.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with pink. I like pink too. That's cool. Hell yeah. I want to ask you, what are some of your favorite cities that you like to perform in?
Wherever they like me, bro. That's the truth.
Really?
I don't give a fuck if it's a little fucking town or a big fucking city like Chicago. Look, bro, this is the dynamics of comedy. You can show up to one city one day and they fucking love you. You can show up the next night, do the same bits, and they're not impressed. You can go to another little town, a town, man. I'm talking like a town, you know, like fucking Bisbee. What state is that? Bisbee,
I've heard it, but I don't know.
Bisbee, Arizona.
It's Arizona, right?
It's tiny,
I think it's
tiny,
Arizona. Bisbee,
right?
Arizona.
And they fucking love you, and you're like, well, this is my favorite town. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or you could go to Miami, and like Lips, you know, bro, there's a camera, right? We
got camera. We're on camera.
Okay, so Lips, you know, you fucker, because Lips, if you ask Lips, like, do you love Miami? He'll be like, fucking first show. You know what I mean? Because like first show, they loved him. Like he was killing fucking Lips. This is about 3 months ago. We're in Miami, and fucking Lips was destroying, bro. He fucking felt like a rock star, right? But second show, different dynamics, same fucking jokes. They hated him.
No shit.
Same fucking jokes, bro. And they fucking like crickets, bro. And I had to explain to him, second show, Miami, bro. You know, the first shows are always a little more conservative. Second shows are a little more boozed up. And he tried the same joke he did with the first show, which is he didn't drink, right?
Yeah.
So he said, Miami, I just want to say I don't drink. And the first show was like, all right, let me hear what you have to say, right? The second show, he's like, Miami, I don't like to drink. They're like, I don't give a fuck, little bitch.
Pussy. So I wanted to ask you another one. When you filmed The Truth Hurts, that was back in 2016.
The Truth Hurts, wow.
That was
bro.
here in El Paso, right?
Yeah, bro.
Because I remember there was a joke about a big foot, women with big feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we back on?
Oh yeah, we're on. We're good.
Bro.
Yeah, we're rolling. We're rolling, baby. We're rolling.
No, okay. Well, okay, I got. Okay.
Wait, before we get started, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but
No,
why did you choose El Paso
I love
to film
El Paso,
to
bro.
film it? Okay.
There's, to me, I've done some stupid things as a young comedian, and some stuff that comedy clubs would not forgive me. I was young and stupid, bro. You know, and the comedy club here, you know, Bart forgave me. You know, when I did some I shouldn't have done as a comedian, bro.
Oh, so this was like in your late 20s, early 30s.
It was like 5 years ago. But anyway, no, it's stuff I did as a young comic that he forgave me. And I actually was between like 3 or 4 clubs, you know?
Yeah.
But then there's this connection, I don't know, because Mexico's right here, you know what I mean? And, you know, I was born in Mexico, so I don't know. There was just a vibe, and I just said, okay, let's, because my last 2 specials before that were in Hollywood.
Okay.
You know, so that was my 3rd one, and I just said, I want to do that one here. And the other 2 were in theaters, and this was in a comedy club. Mm. So yeah, no, I loved it, man, and very organic. I was able to be free, and I think it was the first special that I was actually drinking.
Hell yeah!
Because the other 2 I had no, you know, the theaters, bro. You really don't have time. It's more of theater, comedy clubs, bro. Like I said earlier, there's just this realness of the intimacy.
Like, there's an intimate, the intimacy.
Sounds like you're talking to your homies in the living room. Mm-hmm. You know, that's really how a comedy club feels to me. So, no, yeah, dude, mad love. I have one regret that I've never told anybody, and I'll tell you here, and I think I've said it before. I think I said it one time, but, man, this is a vicious regret I have, and I know we shouldn't live with regrets, but Mike Tyson was here that week, that Saturday night that I filmed, and he was doing his one-man show, and Mike Tyson asked, man, if he could come to the show.
No way.
And Bart asked me, he goes, hey, Mike Tyson called his people, and they wanna come to your show. And he goes, what should I tell him? And I thought about it. So you gotta remember, I was half producer of that, so a lot of that was my money. And someone like Mike Tyson coming in, I don't know if he's gonna show up late or early or what. If Mike Tyson comes in, it's Mike Tyson. Bro. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. Everybody, it could be in the middle of my joke. Everybody's gonna
fucking
stop.
showstopper, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Shit. Record player stop.
Yeah. And I felt it would have fucked up my show. And no disrespect, Mike Tyson. I love you, dude. I think you're a wise man. I love your spiritual growth, and I actually follow a lot of things you say. But I saw me putting all this money, my own money, and then him showing up, and then the cameras, and then there's all this disruption, and then there's no show no more, bro. You know what I mean? And that's what I thought. Okay, hindsight, 2020, if I can go back, I would have said, can I get his number? I'll call him. I want to call him. I want to talk to his people. But it was the day of. I didn't have enough time because I'm thinking about my show. You know, thinking about
you have enough shit on your plate.
But in hindsight, you calm down. You know, I should have said, let me connect with his people. Of course, let me put an area for him. You know, explain to him why he has to be there early. You know what I mean? Introduce him. Yeah. But I was a fucking idiot, bro. And that was one of my regrets, man, on that show, bro. And a lot of people don't know about that story.
I would have never guessed. Yeah. That's so crazy.
I felt Gacho for a long time, bro. I felt like, because I love Mike. Who doesn't love Mike?
Exactly.
Who doesn't love this guy who's redeemed himself
big time
from this fucking street guy who had no wisdom to a guy that when he talks, you listen, you know.
Yeah, so, I've listened to a lot of his podcasts, man. And dude, he's transformed his persona like so crazy from like the killer that he was fighting
to being this like a philosophical guy, man.
Yeah. He converted to Islam?
I believe he did.
Right?
I don't know if he's or still is, but I know he did.
He converted to a Muslim.
I think it was. I don't know, something in prison, wasn't it? Because I saw it.
I couldn't tell you, bro.
I had seen his documentary.
I know he changed.
Yeah,
I know he changed, but for me to tell you that I know, I would just be bullshitting, bro.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
No, his documentary is really good. I do recommend it. I saw it a couple years back, but it is really good. Talks about his growing up in Brownsville, Brooklyn, and all that.
Oh, okay.
With the pigeons and how all that fucked with him with the bullies. It was wild. It's a good one. I think it's on Showtime.
He had a lot of. I relate.
A lot of trauma.
A lot of trauma. And we all have, bro. If we're honest as human beings, we've all had trauma. And the more you deny it, the more you hide it, the more a fucking fake human being you are to me, bro. You know, I have this thing where I can pick up if you're full of shit. And I think people that are honest with themselves, as far as are the defects in our character, and the more you're honest, the easier it is for you to pick up on bullshit, you know? Because we gotten to a point where we're like, all right, fuck it, bro. This is who I was. This is what I did wrong. And this is who I want to be now. And this is what I'm creating myself to be this way now. So when you meet somebody who is full of shit, like you were full of shit, you're like, I remember you.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of see yourself. And that's why we pick up people that start, you know, getting their head out of their ass. When they meet phony people, you can pick up on it like that, man, you know?
Yeah.
So
that's crazy shit, man, that you like bring that, you know, to us, because it's so different seeing that side.
No, bro. Well, it all goes in my writing, bro. If you really look at my writing, even though if I'm talking about friends, if I'm talking about relationships with you know, my significant other, there is a joke, but if you peel it,
dissect it a little,
within that joke, there's it, and you have half a brain. You can say, oh, I know what he's talking about. He's a little deep about this subject, right. You know. Yeah. So, anyways, bro. I mean,
I had another question for you. When you were asked to perform in Afghanistan, how was that? Like,
I gotta tell you something. Bro. I had Carlos Mencia on my podcast.
Oh, nice.
When did I have him?
Was that recent?
Last week.
Oh, last week.
I had him last week. Okay.
I think I saw a picture of you with him. Yeah.
So it's funny because I love Carlos. I known him forever, bro. And when I'm talking about like just be you, and Carlos is what I love about Carlos. And I'm not gonna knock you down at all, bro, because you're growing, and I love that. He is growing, bro. As a person, a lot of the bullshit is he's shedding a lot of the bullshit. But we were drinking, and anyways. We were talking, and it seemed like a conversation, right? And I go, wait a minute, I heard your story 25 years ago. I said, you're doing bits, Carlos. That's a fucking bit. And he goes, no, okay. What I tried to say was, it is a bit, but I'm saying I'm trying to prove a point right now. It's a bit. And I go, no, fuck you, bro. We're having a regular conversation, and you brought up a bit. So yeah, man. To me, man, realism, who you are, is probably the best way to go. And don't try to, I don't know, control too much, you know? And I think when you're doing bits, you're controlling too much. You're trying to control a situation. And as people, the more we try to control, the less control we have, man.
That's true.
You know, with my sons, I raised 3 boys. When I was a really hard-ass dad, the more I fucking try to control them, the more mushrooms and weed they did, right, bro? You hung out with those fuckers. You know, the more they drank, bro. And then when I just backed off and said, all right, man, let's talk, you know, let's be real. They kind of like, they were able to be more honest with me and not be so crazy, because they would show me this side of them that was perfect. But then behind, I'd hear these stories like, fucking Willie's crazy, or Rare Famous crazy, they're fucking maniacos, you know? Fucking, but yeah, I don't know, bro. It's just, I don't even know where we went with this. I have ADD, ADHD.
No, you're good.
I have all that shit, bro. That's wonderful.
How was it performing? Because I think you might have been one of the ones that got the most on Jay Leno, right? On the Jay Leno show?
Leno, yeah,
like stand-up comedian. I think you had the most appearances as a stand-up comedian.
Latino.
Oh, Latino.
Latino, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I had the most appearances. I'm pretty sure it was me. It could have been somebody else, but I think it was me. Yeah, that was, for me, that was amazing, man. I was a young comic. And Jay, which I like, and I had Jay on my podcast, by the way, you know, which is really cool, you know. Years later, here we are, decades later.
That's so crazy, huh?
And he's telling me stories about, like, you know, Jay thought I was a certain kind of guy. Jay thought I was like, because I would act in front of him the way my sons act in front of me, you know, like all proper and shit. Right. And he's like, standing up straight and shit. And Jay was like, this is a good man, right? Little did he know I was out there throwing chingazos, drinking, fucking chasing hookers.
Hell yeah.
So I fucking, yeah. And no, it was great, bro. Jay, the Tonight shows, all the Tonight shows I had were fun as fuck, bro. And I'll tell you, one thing that I did that a lot of people don't know is Bud Friedman at the time owned, like, I don't know, probably 20 comedy clubs in the country. There was one man who started.
Oh, wow.
He shot Richard Pryor's first special where he actually didn't do well. He bombed one of the only specials where Richard Pryor bombs, bro. You could find this, and it says the Improv in the back. He even has a hot dog, says hot dog for 10 cents or something.
What the hell?
Yeah, and Bud Friedman, for whatever reason, he liked me. You know what I mean? You don't know fucking why. And then and then he was friends with him and Leno. Jay Leno were friends, and so I had I had this support group, man. Here I have Bud Friedman, who is the guy who owned all these clubs, and then I had Leno, who was putting me on the Tonight Show. But at the same time, bro, I was not focused. I was a mess, man. Even though I was having success with I felt like I self-sabotaged a lot when I was a young comic, because I felt in my heart, bro, that I didn't deserve it.
Really?
Like, yeah, even when I got on stage, even though when you see me as a young comic on stage with a suit on, I felt like I was lying. Like, you little wetback kid, you don't belong here. You know, because I came from Mexico. Yeah. So I felt like I was lying to everybody. I was like, you little fucking paisa, fucking think you're in Hollywood, you little fuck. So there was this thing, bro, that would keep me down. And then another part of me like, no, you're a good comedian. You're funny. No, you fucking fake. You're from the hood. You ain't shit. So there was this fucking yin and yang shit with me throughout my Tonight Show series.
Wow.
That I would battle, man. And then, yeah, but extremely, extremely grateful to Bud and Bud Friedman. If you look him up, bro, he passed away a couple years ago. Good man. Everybody loved him. I of course loved him. And Jay, who I had on the podcast. It's hard for me to tell Jay I love him because Jay's not like that. He's not a huggy kind of guy. He's old school. But honestly, man, it was on my podcast. And I didn't have the balls, bro. And this is just maybe a month ago. I didn't have the balls to say I love you, man. And it just comes from that fucking macho shit we're raised with. But I did want to say I love you. Did want to say it, bro. But I gave him a hug. And Jay Leno's not a hugger, bro. Yeah. I gave him a hug when the cameras were off. And I know he was kind of awkward because
he didn't know how to react.
He's not a hugger.
Yeah,
bro.
he didn't know he was just
But if I give a fuck, I give him a hug, bro. And so yeah, that was one of the insights to, but there was a lot of fucking good things that happened, man. Those Tonight Shows, I was able to get work. I was able to headline clubs that, you know, normally a Chicanito would not, you know, back then it was only Paul Rodriguez, George Lopez. Mm-hmm. Paul Rodriguez, George Lopez. So it gave me the opportunity to go to Cleveland Improv and from the Tonight Show, you know what I mean? And okay, here's one of the things I did, bro, that when I did the Tonight Shows, that I always felt like an outsider. And I brought it up to Jay Leno, right? And this is what, a month ago? I think Jay was on my podcast about a month ago. And opened up to him a little and I said, Jay, you know, in Hollywood, said, I always felt like an outsider. I just never felt like I fit. And then Jay fucking shook his head. I could feel it. I could feel his like, you idiot. You know, like that kind of look. Like I felt, he said a lot by just his head movement, his gestures. And he goes, Willie. And this is on the podcast, bro. You could hear him when he says this. He goes, Willie, he goes, nobody fits in Hollywood. Nobody fits there. And I thought about it. It hit me like hit me hard. You know, like, that's true. Nobody fits there. But Bud Friedman would say, because you filmed the Tonight Show at like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, right? Yeah. And then they air it at night. So I did about 10, 11 Tonight Shows. And Bud would go, Willie, we're going to do a big thing for you at the Improv in Hollywood. We're going to have all the comedians there. We're going to put up your Tonight Show when it airs that same night. Yeah. And I would say, no, man, I'm doing a big party in East LA. And all my Tonight Shows were were in East LA at a bar.
Nice.
And I would be there because that's where I felt comfortable. That's where I
with
felt
your people.
loved.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like these motherfuckers were gonna love me, bro. I really didn't, you know? And I don't know, was I wrong? Was I right? That one, I don't know, bro. I really loved being around people that came from where I came from. Maybe they didn't come from Mexico like I did, but they were Chicanos. But I felt more of a, you know, I don't know, was Jay right? Should I have done Bud Friedman at the Improv in Hollywood? That one I'm not sure of, bro.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's some real shit, dude. That's some like really, really real shit, man. I really appreciate that, man. Like you sharing with us.
Yeah, for sure. That's
very
Nah,
insightful.
bro. You know, we're humans, right? We fucking once we, you know, we do what we do. In that room, by the way, bro, that room was badass. Felipe Esparza came out of that room. Fucking Fluffy came out of that room.
Nice.
Fucking. I took Chris Tucker there back in the
Nice.
day. That room, bro, was badass, man.
hell yeah.
You know, so yeah, that's where I got. You know, I was able to work a crowd, and so yeah, that room, that was special to me, man. It was. So I don't know, brothers, yin and yang. I couldn't tell you right now if you would, even if you were to tell me, okay, if you can go back, would you do things different? I would still be just as confused, bro.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
It's very human, man. The duality of it. It's
Yeah,
very, very
leaning
fucking
towards,
good.
I want to be around the people who fucking get me and fucking cheer me on, because my Tinnitus would come on in this bar. They would go, yeah! They would scream, bro.
Like if it's a game going on,
That's
cheering
their
you on.
boy.
Hell
You
yeah.
know, that's their homie. You know, what's up?
Yeah.
You know? Oscar De La Hoya used to come by.
No way.
Yeah, Oscar would come by. And Oscar, you know you came by, fucker. Oscar would come by and I don't know if you remember this. I don't know if Oscar remembers this, but Raza, we're such haters. Some of us are haters. I can't.
A lot of Raza's haters,
okay.
bro. A lot.
So I remember mentioning this is the '90s, bro, mid '90s, you know, and late all through the mid '90s, later '90s. And then I remember mentioning, saying, and they would say, Oscar's here. And I remember it's a little bar in East LA, right? And Montebello, I know Montebello, you don't want to call yourselves East LA. You're East LA, Montebello, calm down. All right, so
The uppities.
yeah. They're like, so I would go, Oscar's here, and I would point at him, and then they would boo him, man, and it would hurt me. I would get mad. I'm like, motherfuckers, this is one of our guys, man. He's doing well, and they would boo him. And after a while, I think 3 times, and he just said, fuck that, I ain't coming back.
No way.
Yeah, bro. And I would get mad. I would go, see, people, that's how we are, man. He's here chilling with us, and you guys act like fucking assholes.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah. But, see, at the same time, when my tinnitus would come up, bro, they fucking show me mad love, you know. Obviously, bro, those are always just 1 or 2 fucking angry Mexicans. You think you're all bad, huh?
El cagapalo. Always killing you for
always that fucker, right?
Fucked, right?
El amargado and shit.
There's always
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
There's always one there. There's always one there. Did you guys have any questions before we wrap up?
I have so many questions.
I know.
Huh?
I'm like, so many questions. You did such a great job just
Yeah.
entertaining
I
us
have
all.
off-air questions for you, man. I have off-air questions for you, man.
Fair. Okay.
Well, I think a question that we failed to ask early on in this interview, and I'm pretty sure people want to know how you got your start, or what
Inspired you?
what was young Willie thinking, like trying his dabble with comedy? Like,
No, real simple, bro. This is I can answer this because I've been asked this many times. I was gonna be a cop, man. I was gonna be LAPD. I was gonna be a cop. I get arrested, celebrating, right, my academy day. And
No way.
yeah, that's how I knew Sam. That's all these guys that became coppers, bro. We're all
He
I was
did
supposed
say
to
that
be-
in the beginning.
I was gonna be coppers with all these fuckers, right?
Yeah.
And I would have been a dirty cop though, bro. I know it. I swear to God. There's no doubt.
We all say that shit.
There's no doubt in my
love
mind.
it.
If I would pull somebody over, bro, and I got kids in college, and I pull some drug dealer, and he's got fucking 100,000 in his fucking trunk, I'd be, look, dog.
When you mentioned
Don't-
Rampart and shit,
Like, don't do this again. I'm gonna take 20. You know, just think of it as a ticket.
Hell yeah.
You know, I would have been a dirt. I'm sorry. I know
convenience
there's
fee
good
and
cops.
shit.
I know there's good cops, righteous cops out there,
right?
and there's a lot of dirty ones. I would have been a dick. Like, I would have never hit anybody, but I know I would have stole shit. But anyways, that's what happened, man.
Okay.
And then I remember losing a girlfriend I had. we were fighting. We were living together at the time. Not gonna mention names. The way I'm looking to move on from all that. I remember she broke up with me, and she wrote. We got into a fight. It was a big fight, and she wrote "loser" with I don't know.
With lipstick?
No,
With 2 O's.
Loser. She wrote with markers and shit, right? She just wrote all over the place because we got into an argument. But I think it was a week. But at the time, I was what they call misdirected anger. You know, I was taking out my failure because I felt like a failure. I'm taking out my failure on this woman. You know, I'm a youngster, bro. I'm in my early 20s. Early 20s, bro. And, you know, back then, you know, we moved out of our house early, you know? That's how it was. You know, they fucking kicked you out. So it was my early 20s. I was with this chick. She was very successful, bro. I'm not going to tell you what she did because then she'll say, oh, you already gave me away. But she's very successful, my age, and accomplished things that so many people didn't accomplish at that age.
At that age.
A master's degree at a super young age. You know, I think I'm already talking too much. Beautiful Chicana, bro. And super smart, super beautiful. And I was a young guy, and she left. So now she left. I was by myself. You know, when you're a kid, bro, my dream was shattered because I was taking classes in junior college to do that. And then, you know, I was all suicidal and shit. And I called a friend of mine, and I was telling him, honestly, I don't know what I was telling him, but I know I was saying shit like, I'm going to kill myself. I probably got a lot more traumatic than that, but okay. In the morning when I woke up, there was a letter, and it was from my friend who I called up, and he wrote a letter, bro, and he said, Willie, I woke up in the morning all fucking crudo, you know, and it said, Willie, you're talking crazy, blah, blah. Because, you know what? Fuck it, dude. You're going to become a cop. Who gives a fuck? Should be a comedian. He goes, you're always talking shit. You know? That's what you should do. And long story, that's how I pursued it from that letter.
No way.
Yeah,
Fuck,
yeah.
Wow. Fucking badass.
Yeah, I just fucking traveled my fucking mocos and shit. All right, I'm a comedian.
Turned this sadness into laughter and
Yeah.
shit.
Wow, that's so crazy, man.
fucking
That's
profound,
awesome.
man. That's fucking dope, dude.
Yeah, so there it is, bro.
So we have her to thank.
Yeah.
And your friend. Your friend.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
yeah, man.
yeah.
Definitely.
Friend for encouraging you to
No,
pursue
thank you for
this.
having me, guys. I appreciate
sir.
you guys
Definitely,
back.
definitely.
Yeah.
Before we dip out, we always like to have one closing question for our guests. So I'm gonna ask you one. I don't know if these
I
are
thought
gonna
that
ask
was
you.
one.
No. That's just like for regular interview. Let's see. If you had 24 hours to live, what would your perfect day be?
I'd walk in a bank and rob it, bro.
Okay.
Rob it and then give the money away to fucking poor people.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
All right, Robin
Because I
Hood.
would have one day, what the fuck? I'm do life. What the fuck?
Okay. Good one. All right.
That's a good one. Dude. All right, or you could add 1 inch to your height, or
No,
1
3. It's 3.
No, 3 inches to your height, or 3 inches to your dick.
Which would it be and why?
Bro, listen, and I hate to be this way, but my dick is already huge, bro.
Hell yeah! Fuck
Honestly,
yeah.
I have the dick of a guy that's 3 inches taller.
Hell yeah.
So that's too easy, bro.
All right, for sure.
And honestly, no. And I never, honestly, by the way, I never brag about my dick until this year. Until
2024, baby.
All the women you that were with me, you
That
know.
eclipse. That eclipse was my boy
know,
Willie yesterday. It
you
wasn't
know.
no fuck yeah.
You know, put a lot hurt.
I have one. One last one. When you come to El Paso regularly, where are the spots that Willie likes to go hit up when you're in town? Oh, can we? Oh, we
to
can't.
eat, to eat,
Actually,
to eat.
we can't say that because the people.
No,
will go.
I'll say it.
Or-
Yeah.
I'll say it, bro.
I was just trying to show El Paso some love and shit.
No, bro. Honestly, okay. The Red Parrot.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
that one's
Fuck
closed
yeah.
already, by the way.
It's
Done.
not closed.
Red Parrot?
Get the fuck out of here. I just talked to-
Jackie's is closed.
Red Parrot, the one on Horizon, that's just been abandoned.
Since when?
Like
I just talked to the owner today.
Yeah, bro.
I
I've never heard of
I
this.
just talked to Darius
I just cruised by like
today.
last week.
Just
I was
call-
I don't
Okay,
know.
we gotta do some
Okay,
fact
man.
checking. We gotta do some fact checking.
Okay, gotta do fact check, okay.
do fact check on because
Okay.
I just talked. Hey, I just talked to Darius.
Yeah?
Like, no.
What the hell?
It's because he's got that VIP class.
He's got the VIP.
VIP.
That VIP card.
Call right now. Call right
VIP.
now. I got reservations for tonight.
What
Hey,
the
shit,
fuck?
Pedo. No, I got reservations
Yeah, bro.
tonight.
That's just not
Really,
closed.
come on
Yeah,
by.
dude, yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking about the wrong one.
Yeah,
then.
you're thinking
Okay.
the wrong one.
Okay.
man.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
okay, what did you say, 3?
Yeah. Oh, no.
I just said top.
Top favorite places to hit up.
We got Rip Hair.
Like 2 or 3 or just
Let's
one?
just 3. Let's do 3.
Okay, that one. Love hanging out with. Can I say people I hang out with?
Yeah,
Love hanging with my friend Marky Mark. Do I mention your last name, bro? Or are you still all incognito? Mark Munoz. Can I tell him what you do, fucker, or no? You're all fucking. Don't tell people what.
Hey, we know a Mark Munoz too. Shout out to Mark Munoz.
Not that. But not this one.
No. All right, I won't tell. So anyways, yeah, he's a. Yeah,
He's a good
cool
guy. He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Hanging out,
cool
hanging
guy.
with Marky Mark. Obviously, man, the comic strip, you know, and then Buzz. Love hanging out with Buzz.
I've heard
KLQ.
Fuck yeah.
There's just so many people here, man. You know, Patty, Mike D.
Hell yeah. Power 102. I just saw Patty today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Patty's
Yeah.
great. I got my friend Scott, who's a retired copper. You know, him and his wife Ilda. We always hang out and we always have dinner together.
Hell yeah.
It's just this is a good. I love this city, bro.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, going on and on.
You're an honorary past one, bro.
Yes, you are.
Sure.
Yes, you are.
I
Sure,
feel
man,
it,
for
bro.
sure. Yeah.
I feel it.
You got anything to plug? Anything you want to say before we dip out?
Yeah. I want to say I'm gonna be. When does this air, bro?
Tomorrow,
Okay,
Wednesday.
listen. I'm gonna be here in El Paso all week. People come to the show. You know, people always ask me, "What are you gonna talk about?" A lot of times, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. So it's gonna be new to you and new to me.
Nice.
And what I've had, you know, a lot of times I would say, I don't want to talk about material I've done, but what I've realized about when I'm on stage is some people want to hear the old shit, you know? They're like, oh, dude, I came because I wanted to hear this, and you never said it. So I went away from Mark. Remember how at the end I would go, does anybody have any requests? Right? I would do that because I would want to hear people tell old bits. But now I just fucking mix them in the set, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And but yeah, I just I'll be at the club this whole week, man. One show Thursday night, which would be tonight, right?
Two nights from now. Yeah.
No.
Don't be tomorrow.
Nights?
Yeah, tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow.
It's gonna be tomorrow.
Can I say Thursday night?
Yeah, Thursday
Okay.
night.
Thursday night.
Okay.
Thursday night.
Thursday
Yeah, go for
night, I'm doing one show. Friday, 2 shows. Saturday, 2 shows. Sunday, 1 show.
Nice.
And follow me on Instagram. And I'm really easy to find. It's at Willie Barcena. You know, WILLIE. B as in boy, ARCENA, IE. They got it right this time.
Hell yeah, they did.
And,
My butt doesn't want to spell. You can tell it was in the spelling bees and shit.
Dyslexic as fuck.
and then, no, man. Listen. I wish you guys nothing but success.
I appreciate that, sir.
And,
Yes, sir.
keep doing your shit, man. Keep making it happen. And you know, who knows, bro? Next time we'll be in a studio.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, that's been it. Episode 80 with Willie Barcena. We'll see you guys
Yes, sir.
later.
Thank you.
Peace.